Hello and welcome to State of the Realm, your weekly Final Fantasy XIV podcast. This week we have another edition of Eorzivia, and with that, well, I think you guys know where that's going to be leading. It's going to lead to Slyh winning by 0.3 points. On that note, why don't we do our introductions as formal as they may be. I am one of your hosts, Michael, Mr. Happy Poperone. Of course, joining me is Slyh, a.k.a. Slythefox, a.k.a. Slyh, a.k.a. Greyfox, a.k.a. You, my boy Blue. How you doing, Slyh?
Yeah, you know I'm gonna lose, right? Yeah, so that means I'm gonna have to get out of that
win
old Subligar that I've been wearing for months now.
Yeah, man, I'm so proud of you for having that.
Are you still wearing it?
He is still wearing it.
Dude, I raid in it. I raid in that shit.
Commitment. That's amazing.
I mean, it's one. I mean, I would have done the same thing. I did the same thing when I won it. When he was bitching about.
You wore yours for like 3 weeks.
I wore mine for the entire time, and then I took it off. I still have it in my inventory. It's in the.
It's become a symbol of pride.
I actually still have it.
It is
in the first row.
It is the Terry Crews glamour. It is my Terry Crews glamour. I'm here to sell the world.
That's racist.
How is it racist? I look like Terry Crews. I look like I'm selling Old Spice.
Can I please get Slyh? Can I please get Sly's face photoshopped onto Terry Crews in an Old Spice commercial now, please? Can I have it?
That would be pretty good, actually. Actually, Slyh was selling Old Spice. I'd be fucking right into that. Just saying.
I would totally be the complete opposite. Anyway, and then our other host, of course, the one who asks us the questions that make us all look dumb, is Ethys Asher. How you doing?
Hello everybody. How are we?
I didn't really need to introduce either of you because they already saw that it was you two when the dancing was ensuing.
So
that's
night,
on camera. Okay.
That's on camera, yeah, dude. What do I'm the host. What do I look like? Irresponsible?
Surreptitiously came up with a new nickname for Slyh last night accidentally. It was Slam Fuck, aka Slam the Fucks.
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, because I tried to say Slyh and Sam at the same time. It came out as Slam. So we took it as Slam Fuck. Slam. You slam the fuck. You like that?
Welcome to the Space Jam. Welcome to Space
You like that one? No?
Well, it's all right at this because your nickname's Dirty Bitch.
Well, my audio cut out, so just give me a second.
Yeah, you're a dirty bitch.
His audio cut out, so he actually can't hear us responding to him. Good job.
I mean, this fucking piece of shit headset. No, I'm here. It's good. It's fine.
It's fine, yeah. All right, well, we have Eorzivia this week. And Slyh and I both seem... This is like the opposite of every other week, where Sly's like, yo, I'm ready. And I'm like, yeah, I'm ready. And we're both just like, yeah, we're both not ready.
Yeah, we're fucked.
We are both not ready at all. So what this is going to be is a great lesson for those of you watching.
No. See, I give Hap the slight edge because he actually has the book and he can study.
I studied for 5 minutes and I already forgot half the shit that I looked at.
Yeah, but you could have at any point. I mean,
but that doesn't give me an advantage. Hold on, I've got a photographic memory of the pages I was studying.
That's right, you got a photographic. Everyone, we learned, and this is news to me, we learned that Mike has got a photographic memory, and therefore the fact that he's ever gotten any question wrong is just fucking appalling.
It is, actually.
You should nail this one.
It's selectively photographic. Like, I have to decide. You know how when you use it,
when you're going to take a photograph.
Well, that's how you take a photograph. You go, okay, I'm going to take a picture of this thing. Boop, you press the button, there's the picture. I'm just like a camera that just doesn't click. That's the best way I could think to describe. I never push the button.
Yeah, that's exactly how photographic memory works. Jesus Christ.
Well, it's photographs and it's my memory.
Yeah.
There you go.
Absolutely.
God
damn. Run the intro. Let's see Louis Suarez junk.
Let's see Louis Suarez.
Yes.
All right. I'll give you the I'll give you the go ahead on the intro in like 2 seconds. All right, I give you the go ahead on the intro.
It has been held as one of the most closely guarded secrets of the Calamity, but that Tuxamati was not the only relic of Archon Leveilleur recovered from Carteneau. From that historic battle with the Elder Primal as he transcended from his mortal form and launched into the sky, Louis Suarez Subligar was blasted into the crater left behind. Having for so long cupped his loins without soap or reprieve, his spirit bond with his undergarments was strong, and the quantity of ether they absorbed from the impact of battle was immense. Years later, salvagers discovered the subligar glowing bright beneath a pile of feathers and ash and returned it to the scions of the Seventh Dawn, who have sought ever since for a champion of Eorzean lore worthy to wear this mantle of the Archon. And so they conceived the very greatest contest of wisdom and wit. This is Eorzivia!
Boom! Sorry, it needs the explosion effect. I don't think this is the part where John Cena comes out and answers more questions. I'm just gonna put that out there. I don't know.
Can we please do that?
Just
Yes,
literally,
please.
like at the end, I press a button and John Cena's face pops up and it plays the theme.
Yep.
What do you want, Aloha? I don't even have food and you're jumping up here. What's up?
No, jeez.
You want to answer these questions, Aloha? All right.
Probably got a better chance than you do. All right,
Yeah,
so
probably.
what's happening here? Now, this was supposed to be 3.4 themed, and a couple of the questions are definitely 3.4 themed, but I was going through like 3.4 and thinking, you know, what questions could I be asking these chuckle fucks about this? And there were either like really basic, bitch obvious ones, or they were just like banal ones, like, you know, what color are Riange's eyes, or what color are Albert's eyes? What color are Albert's eyes, Sly? You paying attention to that?
Aren't they like blue?
Dude,
I'm glad you asked him and not me, because
he's got beautiful baby blue eyes.
Is that a point?
Hold on, I'll tell
Is
you
that a
what
point?
color they are. One
No,
second.
that's not a point.
Fuck you! God damn it! You saw me skipping the fucking question. And
You
I
know
can't
what's
even
funny? I have the book and I could open it and look, but that wouldn't tell me what color his eyes are.
You're not allowed, if you open the book at any point during this, you're disqualified, my friend.
I expected that, but I'm talking about for that specific joke of a question, my friend.
Good. My friend.
My friend, I'm going to turn all these lights on so that you guys...
So, as usual, we got 2 rounds. We got the general questions round, which is going to be 16 questions, 8 questions each, with 1 bonus point in there somewhere, and then a lightning round. So that's how we're going to roll. Mike's, you got your light on?
I do.
Beautiful. We can all see.
Well, they can see me fine. It's only this camera that you got, because you guys see me through a different camera.
Oh yeah. That's right. Okay, so who wants to be odds? Who wants to be evens?
You want to rock paper scissors for it, Sly?
Yeah, sure.
Winners evens. All right. Wait. Rock paper scissors says, and then go on shoe. Okay. Rock paper scissors says shoe. Okay. Shoot, but whatever.
Shoot.
Oh, I thought you said shoe.
No, I did. All right. Rock paper scissors says shoot. Okay. Again. Rock paper scissors says shoot. All right.
All right. So your odds. All right.
Yeah, I
So
get to make the
first
call.
question, Mike. We're going to dive straight into it. How and where did Avir lose his engagement ring?
His engagement rings. That's
Engagement ring.
Now, if I'm clear, that question is answered at the level after clearing floor 50 of Palace of the Dead, and is part of the quest where you give them redemption.
Mm-hmm.
I remember the source. This is the part where I tell you that I probably don't know the answer. I'm really good at locating sources of
Oh,
information.
did you just take the photograph of the wrong thing, dude?
No, I didn't click. Remember, you need to click.
Oh,
It's gotta click. I'm the camera that doesn't click.
Yeah,
Remember
right.
that. If I recall, it was in their. It was part of their last adventure together when he got fucking murdered. It's probably got to be more specific than that, but that's the
Is
best
that
I'm
your
gonna do.
answer?
That's the best. Is in their final dungeon together.
All
before he
right,
was
I'm
killed.
gonna hand that over to Sly.
Yeah, I figured.
I believe, if I remember correctly, and it's probably going to be incorrect, it was a small. I guess it was like a small. I wouldn't say a lake. It was like a little pond outside Middle Enosia.
Outside Middle of Notia.
Yeah. It was outside Limsa. That part of Middle Enosia outside Limsa. It was a small pond.
Right.
He's gonna give you a point for being way closer than me, anyways.
Is that your guess?
Yes.
All right. Well, I'm not actually going to give either of you a point for that. Although you're on the right track. So, the night before their terrible journey into Tamtara, Pio, Reo, and Avir both went and got pissed at Buscaron's, and Avir fell in the river, and lost his gauntlets with his ring attached.
So horrible.
Yeah, and that's interesting because they're blaming Edda for the death and all that, but like
The quest, just as a reminder, the quest for everyone, the quest actually literally asks you to go find his ring.
Yeah, you have to go digging for the ring.
You have to go digging for the ring. You literally find it. So it turns out that that Pio and Avir were both like hungover as shit when they died, and I mean that's got to count for something, right?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
All right.
Anyway, Sam.
Yep.
Who killed Melwib's father, Blufisin?
Remember when you said these were easy?
I did say that. I still think it's easy.
Because it's you. I'm down for learning stuff. I'm going to take a picture of this day.
Who killed Merwin's father?
Who killed Melwib's father? Oh, so you lads better not be looking at that fucking chat.
No, I covered it with a bunch of other shit. I'm just checking my email. I'm going back and forth because I just got an email about my shirt design for Chris. Oh, by the way, shirt design.
That's a nice shirt.
It would be too easy to say Miss Spears. I'm not even gonna say that. I'll pass. I'll pass.
You'll pass?
Wait,
at least guess
it would
something.
be too easy to say what?
If it'd be too easy to guess it, then guess it. What?
Fine, I'll just go ahead and say it. Miss Spears. Pass.
You think it's Mistbeard? All right. It's not Mistbeard. What do you think, Mike?
That would be pretty fucked up if Merlo had Miss Spears. It's like, well, you killed my dad, so now you're my bitch. You know?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I only have one guess, and I also don't think it's correct. It would be the Kraken.
You think it'd be the Kraken? No, it's not the Kraken.
It's not. I knew it was.
So you know what would be even more fucked up than Mistbeard?
Leviathan
would be Melwib killing Melwib's father.
Nah, yeah, that's pretty fucked up.
Pretty metal.
She found she's metal as shit, dude. So he was the captain of the League of Lost Bastards before her, and she found out that he'd been conspiring with the Sahagin. So she committed mutiny, challenged him to single combat, and shot him dead with death penalty, which is how death penalty gets its name.
That's a pistol.
It's a pistol.
Yeah.
It's a pistola.
Ask me about Edith's weapon name, and I'll know the answer. But otherwise,
and annihilated. The other gun was Mistbeard's, I believe.
yes,
I think. Yeah. Don't quote me on that.
I'm quoting.
All right, Mike, you're evens. How old?
I'm odds, but thank you.
Odds.
He's
rather.
odds. Yeah.
Whatever. It's question 3. That's an odd one. No extra points for having an Ethys shirt on. Nice try.
I didn't ask that. What did the chat ask that?
The bribery is real. No, the chat asked.
Okay.
Mike, how old is Khan-E Senna?
Connie Senna, shit. When you said age, I studied the age of a bunch of characters, actually. That was like one of the few things I did. That's not one of the characters that I studied it for. It's weird, though, because I actually did stumble upon that, like, a sentence about that recently. Because, like I said, I was just looking up the age. I was just curious, like, especially with the Warriors of Darkness and their age.
The Encyclopedia has been, like, really fixated on the age of people.
At the age of everything. Like, how old everything is in relation to, like, how long we've been playing the game, kind of.
Yeah.
Well, she's been around. I'm trying to think because I don't think she was around until after. I don't think she could have been around until after the War of the Magi, which obviously is when the 6th Astral Era began, and then Bahamut happens, and then that. So I'd imagine it'd be at the beginning there. I know the current year we're in is 1572, right? Is that the current year? I'd probably have to remember that it'd be like a couple of years. It'd probably be within the first couple of years of the Astral Era beginning. I just don't remember what year that is. I know that it's a pretty long-standing Astral Era.
Right. To clarify for everyone in the chat, we're talking about the Elder Seed Seer of Gridania, Khan-E Senna. She's a Pajali. They stop aging physically at about like 13 or 14, basically just before they hit puberty. Yeah. They can live for hundreds and hundreds of years.
Yeah. And she's been around for, similar. I'm going to just, is there a ballpark range? Like if I'm super close?
Yeah, I don't need you to give me like the exact year. Just like get it within like 10 or 15%.
Okay, well, I don't think I will. 200 years.
Nope.
Nope.
Sly, what do you think?
I always know.
This is going to be like an outlandish number, but
Sly and I always know all the information around the answer, and it's like a donut where there's the hole in the empty that's just middle.
Well, that's
that hole in the middle that's just
I
empty.
try to ask, questions that have like a lot of information around them, so you can kind of guess based on context.
Yeah.
Or alternatively, I can mislead you based on context.
Done a good job at both.
Thanks, bruh.
You're welcome, British.
I'm going to say she's around 150.
You think she's around 150? Is that your guess?
Yeah, it's my ballpark.
Okay. So Carney is only 28.
That's one of those
Are you
what's really
serious?
weird?
Yeah, the Sennas, the three of them are seed seers, and she's the oldest at only 28 years old, which is crazy.
She's gonna be around.
Yeah, and like you said, Pajali lived to be quite old.
Man, I want to know about the others that came before them.
Isumi Yan is about 230. He said he lost count after his 100th name day, but he's estimated to be around 230 years old.
If this isn't a question that's in the rest of Eorzivia, how old is Iuna Kator?
How old is Iuna Kator? Well, that might be a question that is in the rest of.
Okay. Well, I wanted to find out if it was or wasn't because I want the answer now.
Yeah, well, that's too bad, isn't it?
It's for their sake. They want to know.
Iuna Kator was the white mage one, the one that went following around, the one that went traveling around, right?
Iuna Kator is the one that is it's outside Palace of the Dead. The Pajali outside of Palace of the Dead.
Oh, he's not actually listed anywhere in the Encyclopedia, I don't think. So I don't know. I really don't know.
Okay.
You have to ask Koji that one. All right, Sam, your odds. This one.
Evens.
Fucking hell. Why
did you even do it this way?
Why did you? Yeah.
It's because we've gotten them all wrong, so he has to keep asking.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's true. All right, yeah, Sly, your evens. This is a basic bitch one. You better get this right. How did the 80 sins of Sasimo earn their name?
Should have known.
Oh, fuck.
We actually, just so to be clear, guys, Ethys literally told us to answer this 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago.
We talked about this.
It's in the book. Yeah. Fuck, and I don't have the book.
I remember.
I don't remember the specifics around it, but I remember the punishment itself, and I'll probably have credit for it. Sasimo's punishment for whatever her crime is, I think it's her. I believe it's her. I think, was she had to walk up. I believe up in. It wasn't down, but up the 80 stairs outside of Ul'dah for her crime, which I think was assassination, maybe? I don't know. But she had to do it for 80 days, and then on the 80th day, she died. I want to say it's a she.
I'm actually going to give you the point there because you're so fucking close to it. So she was the younger sister of the heir to the sultanship, and she conspired against her older sister, and for high treason, like you say, she was ordered to walk the 80 steps 80 times a day for 80 consecutive days. Yeah. And on the very last step, she fell over dead, apparently. So as the legend goes. But yeah, I think, you definitely deserve a point.
That's pretty much, I mean, all I would have added was the 80 times a day, and that it was up and down the stairs 80 times.
Yeah, I didn't think it would be down. Oh,
well, I mean, how does she get back
80 open? Yeah, that's why I said, like...
Does somebody carry her back down to the bottom and say, do it again?
Well, she's a Lalathal. She can roll down. She can roll down.
That's fun, then.
Yeah.
That's a good point. All right. Odds. Mike.
Yes.
Your odds.
Yeah.
I am odds.
Right. Okay. How many Deadgar lands can be found in the Palace of the Dead?
So we have Olivia Ratotten. We have the dude Nero killed. We have the Black Mammoth. Not the Black Mammoth. I'm sorry. The Black
Black Mammoth?
No, the Black. There's a Black Mammoth. There's the Black Mammotheer is one of them. But the Black Eft is the other one I'm thinking of. So Black Eft, Ratotten, Olivia, the dude Nero kills in the one cutscene. I'm trying to think if there are any other ones because I know I'm just going through them all in my head. I remember Telegiata Legi. I remember the three dudes who get killed by Olivia. I remember the Ishgardian dude who Hoshfont tells you to kill or wants you to clear his name. I remember the dude who conspires with the whatever they're called, the Amalja in the level 20 quest, Ungust.
Yeah.
But I can only those 4 come to mind. There's 2 Palace of the Dead new ones that I don't remember. And one of them's like the Black Mammotheer, but I don't remember where he's from. I think he's from 1.0. So Livia Ratotten, dude who Nero kills, and the Black Eft. And I'm trying to think back to the original one. I don't recall any Garleans that were there. And actually, you can't answer that. I guess I'll find out when I answer the question. Because specifically the guy who is Nero's, who he kills, he's not actually Garlean. He's a spy.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, I'm giving you that information up front. And I'm including.
Yeah, no. Okay, you've totally nailed it. It is
4. Those 4.
If we count Hummingway, but of course he's an Alamegan native, so whether you want to call him a Garland or not is
same with Rattano. He's not. He was his.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. That's why I was saying I would have given you 3 or 4 if provided you've been able to name them. So you 2 are both on the 1 point. Congratulations.
We actually scored.
This one's for you, Bay. Why are the Alamegan Corpse Brigade not allowed to live in Little Alamigo or any of the other refugee camps? I'll give you a clue. There might be a clue in their name regarding their sort of status or role or something about them prior to becoming refugees. The Corpse Brigade was something that existed before Garlemald invaded.
I think I know the answer.
I mean, if it's that blatantly obvious, I would say it has something to do with undead, but that would be too obvious.
Stop saying things are too obvious. Just if it's too obvious, that might be because it's the right answer.
So you're thinking the name implies that they might have been like necromancers or something like that?
Yes.
Alamegan necromancers.
Confirmed for expansion. Necrodancers. That's a great game. Necrodancers is a great game.
That is a fucking great game. I want Theodric to be a necrodancer.
Yeah.
Just to come back as like the Skeleton King. That'd be
sweet. Yeah, I'll pass.
You'll pass?
Okay. He's not going to guess. I'm going to guess the Corpse Brigade had something to do with the king who started killing all the people off, and these guys were people who worked directly under him. So I'd imagine the refugees don't like them very much because this guy caused complete unrest in all of the Alamegan territory prior to... I don't remember, not Theodric, obviously. Theodred, I think his name is. Is that the previous king? Is it Theodred?
Theodric was the king of ruin. Theodred is Vidar Gelt's true name.
Gelt's, yeah. So I'm just going to assume that the Corpse Brigade, they had some sort of responsibility. I couldn't name it precisely. They're either responsible, they're either his immediate guard, like the people who work directly under him, or they had the responsibility of like burning the dead or something. I don't know.
All right, I'm gonna give you a point for that. So what we know literally is that they supported King Theodric during the Civil War as part of his military. And judging by their name, I think that they were probably either responsible or partly responsible for enacting the purges. Theodric just had, like massive groups of people that he had executed just categorically. So I think that the Corpse Brigade might be associated with that. But yes, it's because they supported the King of Ruin that they're not allowed in any of the refugee camps, and they've turned to banditry and assassination. And
I only remember that because we read the lore book 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Sorry, Sly.
All right. This is yours as well, Mike. Who canonized Saint Koinek?
Oh, this was something. We discussed this too because I thought he was Allegan, and he wasn't because it was the section in the book that's right before. He's the one who basically he has the theory that there was this massive civilization and that they were super technologically advanced, and then he begins to prove it, and pretty much all of what like we know of Allagans now or something can be kind of date back to his original research.
Yeah, that's right. So the Allegan Empire was something that existed in religious texts. It was kind of like the biblical Babylon, and he thought that it did actually exist and it was a real thing. And he, of course, was the person who discovered the first Allegan ruins and route.
But you're asking me to who
canonized him, who made him a saint.
Who made him a saint? See, that's the part I'm not gonna remember. I'm gonna assume that whoever did it was probably Sherlane, since it's a big piece of knowledge. But you can't tell me. So I would go ahead and it's probably way before his time, but I probably would have guessed. Yeah, no, this didn't happen in the Sixth Astral Era. This happened beforehand. I would have guessed. I would have guessed.
The Sixth Astral Era.
Oh, it would have had to have been. Okay, so then I would have. The only person I would have guessed is like Louis Slyh or Eon J. So I'll just lock in Louis Slyh.
I believe it happened about 600 years ago. It was about 600 years ago.
I don't remember how long our astral era has. Like, that's still information I still don't remember is how long our astral era has been.
It's within it's within the Sixth Astral Era. It's about 600 years ago. Louis Slyh was not.
Yeah, I didn't think it was.
So I'm gonna hand this one to you. So what I'm looking for is it's one of the churches of the 12. So the worshippers of the various 12. There's one particular group of worshippers that canonized him in the name of their patron deity.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry to interrupt, but everyone just heard a computer sound that interrupted the show on my end. Windows 10 just tried to remind me to vote as a Windows 10.
Did you vote today?
Yeah, I did already.
Did I tell you?
Yeah,
sticker.
yeah.
No, it just says, "Did you vote yet?" And I was just like, "Windows 10, are you serious right now?" Thanks. Yeah, continue.
So it's one of the 12. One of the churches of the 12.
Yeah, it's the followers of one of the 12.
Hmm.
Good news is that narrows it down to 12 answers.
Yeah.
I'll narrow it down to 11 answers. I'll give you another clue. He was a member of the Order of Nalthal in Uldar originally. Mm-hmm. He was actually expelled from that order when he sort of abandoned his studies and started chasing, his dream of discovering Alag. So they disowned him. So it can't be Nalthal.
Hmm. If it has to do with knowledge, I'm trying to remember who's the one of the 12 who did. Is it? I want to say Thalyak.
Is that your guess?
That's my guess.
Look, Thalyak's a damn good guess, and that would have made sense. It's actually Althic, because he's associated with time and with history.
Mm.
History. Yeah, I would have
history. Yes. But yeah, Thalyak would have made sense to me. I think that's a good guess.
Yeah.
Anyway, this next one's yours as well. So what was the position and the role of Glacia Labolus in the Allagan military?
He was in charge of the guard, right?
Which guard?
Fuck.
Whose guard? Who are they guarding?
Zande.
Well, I'm going to give that to you. Yeah, he was obviously
the honor guard. I was about to say honor guard.
Yeah, he was the head of the Imperial Honor Guard. Obviously, he took that position before Zande was resurrected. But yes, yeah, that's correct. All right, Mike. Why does the House Forton standards feature a unicorn?
We had a question just like this last Eorzivia, and it was of one of the other houses too. No, you asked us which house had one of them on it, and I don't remember. I don't remember the exact question, and you actually explained the answer to this when
I did, and I talked about all of them.
Yes, you talked about all of them, and that's gonna be that doesn't help my answer because I have a photographic memory, not a memory.
Yeah, we have photographs, just not the memory part.
I have the photographs, not the memory part.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus, a unicorn. Fucking unicorns, man. Definitely doesn't have anything to do with Neil Patrick Harris. So.
Dude.
All right, I just want to take a shot at this. Didn't one of their ancestors God. Well, obviously.
If you're going to say like one of their ancestors was a Goro and was married to a unicorn.
No, I was gonna say something along the lines of like a unicorn, like one of them was like lost 1,000 years ago somewhere out in this like whatever in the Dravanian lands, and he was guided home by a unicorn or something. That's the best I got. I'm not gonna pass like Slyh. That's my educated guess.
So you reckon it's like the boy and the gay dragon, but with a
Yeah,
unicorn.
exactly. But it's the boy and the unicorn.
The gay unicorn.
Yeah.
The boy and Neil Patrick.
Boy
Harris.
and the unicorn gay.
Mm-hmm.
It's the boy and the gay dragon. I'm just saying.
Right.
No, that's not correct. It's a good guess, but it's not correct. Slyh, would you like to take a shot?
Within House First Hunt, unicorns symbolize something. I don't know. I don't know if there was a historical aspect or anything, but
Just before you repeat the answer, Ethys, I'm going to ask you a question.
Mm-hmm.
When you tell us the correct answer.
like basic bullshit answer. It was the symbol of the ancestors of House Verton. I don't know.
You're right. That is a basic bitch answer, and you're not getting a point for it.
So is
don't
it explained in the level 30 conjurer quest where you actually get the unicorn?
I don't recall, but it may well be actually.
I thought all that was helping a helpless unicorn. I don't remember any of the text.
That was more like because unicorns were, supposed to be extinct or whatever. No, what actually it is mentioned somewhere in the 2.0 main scenario quest, I believe. So part of the orthodox myth of Ishgard's founding is, of course, them, heading to Ethys. And they believe that it was actually a unicorn that first led them to the site of Camp Dragonhead, which is the first Coerthan settlement.
I was on the right track. I just didn't lead.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. You were. You're absolutely on the right track.
I had a feeling it was a unicorn that led them somewhere, but I wanted it to be something specific to House Fortomp. Dragonhead is specific to House Fortomp. I just went to the wrong place.
Yeah, it's because Dragonhead is the original settlement, and House Fortomp became like the gatekeepers, so to speak. So they took the symbol of Dragonhead. All right, so we're about halfway through the first part. Our score is 2-all.
If it comes down, by the way, if it comes down to a tie in the end, my guess right there, I'm giving myself 0.3 points just so I feel.
Oh, you're gonna give yourself 0.3 points, are you?
Like you're the fucking host.
Yeah. All right. Okay.
Just if it ends in a complete tie.
Okay. If it ends in a tie, you're gonna give yourself some points. All right. That's how we're gonna play it. Fucking hell. Slyh, who was the first Archon of Sharlayan? And what role did he play in the 6th Umbral Calamity?
First Archon.
The first Archon, the very first Archon, so the founder of Sharlayan.
What role did he play? Lufon was an Archon.
He was an Archon, yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Lufon was an Archon.
Well, he was the first.
Lufon wrote the 5 Ages.
Mm-hmm. Lufon was going to be my guess, but I know that's wrong, and I don't know what role he played. So,
You're going to guess Lufon?
yeah.
No, that's not a bad guess, but that is not quite right.
Yeah.
Mike, what do you
I
think?
can't do any better because like I take the easy answer that's not correct, where you just
Yeah.
say, "Oh, it's Louis Swan. He fought Bahamut."
Who you wait?
That's it, because like I don't know who the first
What?
Archon is, so the person who I know, the first Archon I remember talking to. I don't know the first Archon. I'm just putting that out
Look,
there.
so the question, yeah, all right. So the question, it can't be Louis Soir,
Obviously.
because he was involved in the 6th Umbral Calamity, and Louis Soir was, I think, 72 when he died.
Jesus Christ. Oh, the 6th Umbral.
The
Oh, okay.
6th
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Umbral
That doesn't.
Calamity.
I'm still not going to know the answer. So.
All right, so he was a Regadan Seawolf. His name was Neon Krepson. He came from the far north, probably Eorzea, somewhere in that area.
Northern Seas.
The Northern Seas.
Because that's where the Sea Wolf clan is from.
That's right. He predicted the flood using astrology, and he traveled to Eorzea with a great big wooden ship to try and save as many people as he could. And they had an exciting little odyssey, which ended up in the establishment of the Shyland colony back up in the North Sea. So there you go.
At least I remembered that sea wolves were from the North Sea. I'm proud of myself for that.
Well done. The sea wolves are from the sea. Hot damn.
The northern one, though. Not to the west, not to the south, the northern one.
Yeah.
That's how he ended up at Chirlane, because they shared island chains.
But isn't that crazy that fucking Rogaden founded Shyland?
Yeah. Well, I'm not too surprised by it.
Yeah, were you expecting a Lala?
No, because Lalas are from the southern seas.
Yeah, I always expected an Elizan for some reason. Anyway, yeah, it was a little bit like Noah's Ark. It was something between Noah's Ark and the Odyssey. Anyway, question 11. This is for you, Mike. Why does Baderon have the epithet 10 fingers?
Can you remind me who Baderon is so I can...
Baderon is the proprietor, of the Adventurers Guild in Limsa.
And then that's the name of his weapon?
No, his name is Baderon 10 Fingers.
Oh, his name is Baderon 10 Fingers.
That's his title. So why is he called 10 Fingers?
Okay, educated guess time. And no, I'm not gonna say because
he has 10 fingers.
10 fingers.
Because that's a lie.
Exactly.
Because thumbs aren't.
That was gonna be my dumbass guess.
No, he does have 10 fingers. In this case, thumbs are fingers.
Yeah, for sure. That's his name. I don't know. When I hear hands referenced, and like when I think of like the culture of Eorzea, and I think of referencing someone's hands, it's either they fight with them, or they're thieves. Those are the two things that come to mind.
Okay.
And I imagine the thought of chopping somebody's hands off, and I just imagine he's a thief whose hands weren't taken, like when he was caught at some point, or he's never been caught. Or he has a reputation for having never been caught in his youth, even though he's a known thief or something like that. So, but I don't recall him being mentioned at all in the Thieves Guild or the Rogues Guild. So I'm gonna go ahead and say that's incorrect. You can go on to Slyh now.
All right, Slyh, you can take a guess. I'll let you take a guess.
Yeah, I was gonna go with either the thieves or he just cheats at fucking Triple Triad.
That's a good one. He's pretty big.
I like that. All right. Well, I'm actually going to give Mike half a point there.
Cool.
He was not a thief, but he was a sellsword, and apparently he had this long career as a mercenary, and the fact that he got through his whole career and to retirement with all of his 10 fingers still intact is apparently a sign of how sort of talented he is as a swordsman.
So I got the talent and his hands were saved part, just not how he actually did.
So it is like partially that he has fucking 10 fingers. Goddamn.
Well, I mean, I got that. Like clearly, the 10 fingers part was because he still had them. I just figured it was because he was.
And why is that a big deal? Yeah.
Yeah, because he's a thief, and if you catch a thief, what do? You chop their hand off. So.
Yeah. So I think that was a pretty damn good guess. So I'm giving you half a point for that.
All right.
All right, Slyh. Who was the gentle dead man before he died?
Gentle dead man. Are we talking about? You can't be Hildy, huh?
Yeah, we're talking about Hildy's the gentle dead man. Now, there's a bonus point in this. You get 1 point if you can tell me in sort of broad strokes, who he was. You get a bonus point if you can tell me his name.
Like what he did in terms of who he was?
Yeah, like...
What was his occupation prior?
Yeah, what his occupation was, what area did he live in, what state was he affiliated with, that sort of thing.
I'm trying to remember Southern Thailand, I believe there. That's where we meet him.
Yeah, we first meet him in Southern Thailand.
That's where the fate is.
Yeah. It's going to be so freaking broad, but he's a knight, I guess? He was a knight.
You got to be a lot more specific than that.
God damn it, I knew you'd say that.
Or you can pass it to me, and I can make an educated guess, because I don't know either.
Yeah, I have nothing. Pass.
Pass?
Right.
All right.
The only thing I can discern from looking at him is he was an Ishgardian pikeman at some point. He's not wearing something that I've seen on a flame or somebody else. He is wearing armor that very much reminds me of the pikemen of Ishgard. So that's my best educated guess I can do.
All right. What would an Ishgardian
be doing in Southern Thanolin? Yeah, but I mean, when I see his armor, I mean, that's
particularly a Hur one.
Yeah, Hur. He's not an Elizin either. I mean, that's why it's really confusing. The armor he's wearing. When I see that armor, I think of the like low-ranking Ishgardian pikemen that you fight along the steps.
Yeah. No, I hear you. Mm-hmm. I think that's a pretty good guess. I'm not going to give you any points for that, however. Now we know in Southern Thanolin. We know we've got Albin the Ashen, who was a general of one of the Hur migratory waves that the Belladaians fought off. And a lot of the undead we can expect in the Southern Thanolin are going to be, of that era. The Gentle Dead Man was actually a mercenary under the employ of Sligh, and he was a victim of the Traitor's Spurn.
I wanted to guess Sligh because Southern Thanolin, but I had no way to tie it, so...
And the bonus point, which neither of you are getting, his name was Outgar Hamel.
Yeah, that wasn't good. It's been too long. It's been too long since I've done the Hildebrand quest for me to remember that.
All right. Well, this one's for you, Mike. Army's Paean. This has got another bonus point in it. Army's Paean is a song in the bard's repertoire that espouses the deeds of a particular historical figure. You get 1 point for telling me who it was. You get a bonus point for telling me their name.
Oh, no, it's the same as the last one. Okay. Occupation and name.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and say the name. I have no fucking idea. So, cross that one off.
Right.
And then as an army, because the thing is, when I hear the name Army's Paean, I just try to draw a conclusion from the name.
Yeah.
From that alone.
They are like Mage's Ballad is obviously about a mage. We got a similar thing going on here. They're absolutely names, and this is something they do actually explore the origins of each of the songs in the Bard quest line.
Yeah, I know they do. And then they also have the minuets and the marches and all that.
Yeah. But that's, of course, it's been a very long time since any of us did the sub 50 Bard quest.
Yeah. I think with Army's Paean, all I could assume is it was it's telling the tale of a great commander who led an army into victory. Something super vague like that is the best that I'm going to have, because that's...
Be a little bit more specific.
For the Paean itself, so bards...
Like the commander of I'm asking who it is.
So when I think of
a commander,
it's a commander, yeah. So when
it is a commander, it's got to be a commander of something, right?
It's got to be a commander of something. Well, clearly, commander of an army is not an appropriate answer. No shit, because what else were you commander of? When I think of the Bard questline, because the problem with me and doing this whole deductive reasoning thing is the bards are not native to one area. They travel, and that's the whole point.
Well, the Bard as a job and as a system, as a discipline, it grew out of the Autumn War.
Yeah, I know it grew out of the Autumn War.
So it is. The songs are Gridanian songs.
Yeah, but I mean, this guy. I mean, I wanted to go to Alamigo initially when you told this, but I don't know how exactly a bard singing about Alamigo is gonna be. But at the same time, they were the ones who were known for their military prowess. So, unfortunately, I only have two correct answers here, and I think Slyh will probably take the other one. I don't think Gridania is actually the entirely right answer. I think the entire Eorzean alliance is the other side of the answer. But I'm gonna go with an Alamigan commander.
All right, you think it was an Alamigan commander? All right, well, I can't give that to you.
No.
Slyh, what do you think?
I'm going to say that he was a Gridanian commander. Only reason why, because I think Jehansel was his name. That's where I got this from. Just because of the location where it was. Who it was specifically, I don't know. Because sub 50, I don't remember anything. All I remember is past 50 and Ballad of the Legion.
Mm-hmm.
So I can't.
Well, think of the armed forces of Gridania.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's these various branches, various sort of disciplines. So
Was he
who would it have been the commander of?
It wouldn't be a specific guild or movement. I'm gonna say he was the leader of the Archers Guild.
All right, that's a pretty good guess. So it was in fact the very first commander of the Wood Whalers. So when the Gridanians first came out of Gelmar and made their pact with the Elementals, made the Green Pact, a really important part of that is that they were charged with defending the forest.
Mm-hmm.
And at that point, the Wood Whalers were established for that reason. And their very first captain was named Jocelyn, and the army's paean is about her life and deeds.
So it was Gridania.
It was Gridania. I don't know. I'll let chat decide whether I should give you half a point there. I'm tempted to give you half a point. I'll let chat decide. So let me know.
You're letting chat decide? They're going to say, fuck no.
I think they'd say yes, actually. I'm pretty sure they'll say yes.
All right, Sly, this one's for you anyway. So how might a dragon, like a baby dragon, evolve naturally, sort of develop naturally into a phallic? F-A-L-A-K.
This is on page 268, I believe, of the lore book.
268?
I'm sorry. It's further than that. I'm sorry.
A phallic.
Yeah. And that's not P-H-A-L-L-I-C.
Yeah. Although they kind of, anyway, never mind.
That's true. There is some congruence there.
How does a dragon evolve?
Don't say he used a thunderstone either.
Oh, you are getting the half point, by the way. So you're both on 2.5. Congrats.
Yay!
I figured.
Hooray! Aren't the phallics those badass dragons?
Dude, all dragons are badass.
No, fat.
Oh, no. I'll give you a clue. The phallic is the long, like, Chinese dragon-looking one.
Oh!
Like the wingless Chinese
The
dragon.
first boss of the area.
Yeah. The first boss of the area is a phallic.
This one's almost impossible to know without the lore book. Like, I'll give him this. This is almost impossible to know without the lore book.
I think that's bullshit. I think you can work it out with common sense.
You can try, but it's a lot harder.
I want to say that it has something to do with the elements, per se.
Yes, it does.
That the more they become quote unquote aspected to the element. Because when I think of the first boss of the area, he was a lightning dragon, so he had he used lightning elements of attacks. So I'm gonna say that the more they are kind of quote unquote aspected to a certain element, it determines they'll grow into a phallic, and then they'll have this.
You're right. The development of a dragon is influenced, firstly by like their mastery of a certain element, their sort of personal, connection to a certain element, and secondly by their environment, containing an abundance of a certain element. And if it's if everything's very balanced, if they grow up in like a very balanced environment with a very balanced sort of affinity, then they'll turn into like a normal kind of dragon that we see. So a phallic, as you say, is basically a dragon that's become, massively like over aspected to a certain element. Mm-hmm. Can you tell me which element?
I'm just going to say lightning.
Lightning's a good guess because he does cast a lot of lightning spells in the area, but no, that is incorrect.
So I'm gonna take it a step further. See what I remember from that page. Because so the way it breaks down that page is the baby dragon can become either it either moves towards being a dragon, which can then become like a great worm, or it can become something else. I believe that this is when they move towards becoming a wyvern first. They become more aspected with wind. And there's multiple different paths at that point. So it goes from baby dragon to wyvern. I feel like there's another step between wyvern and Fallock that I'm not remembering, but if I recall correctly, it's wind.
That's correct. Yeah, it's straight down the wind line. It's getting massively aspected to wind. And the way that you could work that out, I guess intuitively, is that this is a dragon that flies extremely well, extremely quickly, very, very agile, has no wings. It flies purely by manipulating wind ether.
Yep.
Yeah, so it is wind aspected. So I'm giving Mike a point there. Congratulations.
But
We've got 2 more questions left in the first round. God, this is very close. Haps is on 3.5. Sly's on 2.5.
15
Mike,
questions.
You get this first. Into which category of creature do scholars currently classify the gargoyle?
Can you be more clear about which enemy a gargoyle is? Like, can you give me an example in the game?
Not without basically giving up the answer.
Like a dungeon. Like I need to know what enemy I'm talking about. You're talking about the friggin' thin things that are in like Amdapor.
Yes.
Aren't those void sent?
Yeah, the wind things in Amdapor, the things that are statues.
Yeah, aren't those void sent?
Are they void sent?
I'm gonna make that my answer. They're void sent.
Yeah, they're void sent.
Okay.
A lot of people think that they're soulkin because they're statues. But the way they seem to work is that void sent enter our realm by taking different kinds of corpses or like getting their essence into different kinds of things. The gargoyles get into our world by their essence entering stone, and then they take this form. And once they leave our realm, they leave this sort of stone statue, which leads a lot of people to think that they were man-made and that they're some kind of soulkin. Now, curiously, a lot of people, including the Holy See, saw these gargoyle void scents and actually kind of reverse engineered them and made statues that look like void scents to use as soulkin. So the things that look like gargoyles that we fight in the
Vault.
In the vault, yes, they're actually soulkin that are made to look like.
That's why I need to be clear, because I'm like, well, when I think of gargoyle, those are the 2 dungeons that come to mind are Amdapor and the other one.
Yeah. So the Amdapori ones, they're gargoyles. The ones that the Holy See employ are what do they call them?
I just call them chess pieces.
They call them something else. Anyway, they do call them something else. I don't remember what it is. Sly, this last question's yours. This is a very similar question.
Okay.
Into which category of creature do scholars currently classify the Avis?
Avis?
The Avis.
I'm trying to remember what the fucking Avis is.
You can give him. You told me where you could find one if you want to tell him where he. Can find
Avis are they're used by the Horde a lot. They're those funny, stumpy little dragon-looking things. You see them a lot in Coethys.
The Avis, like in
by the statue in Dravanian Forest.
like in Snorkel.
And Snorkel, there's some Avises there.
Yeah. Skelkin.
You sure about that?
I love when he does that.
I'm gonna say Skelkin.
All right, you're going to say Scalekin. Yeah. So it turns out, what are they literally? What are the Avis? How are the Avis made? Where does baby Avis come from?
Baby Avis? Like, I remember that in Snorkelok, I remember that the actual, like, mages or whatever they were turning into Avises.
That's right. They turn into Avis.
They're scaleless.
By drinking dragon blood.
Right.
Right. So that's where baby Avis comes from. So they're spoken. That's how we categorize.
Hey, I didn't even get a guess.
What?
I didn't get a guess. What is this?
No, because you're already a point ahead, and I wanted to keep it tight for the lightning round.
Okay, that's okay. Could just made the lightning round worth more points, but
Yeah, I could have, but whatever. Fuck it.
because I also remembered
Fuck.
that they aren't Skalkins. I actually would have guessed Skalkins too, but as soon as you told them no, I was like, what the fuck?
No, they're spoken. Yeah, they're still categorized as spoken. They probably would have been categorized as Scalekin until very recently, but they are in fact spoken. All right, so we got the lightning round. You know what? I'm gonna give Mike the first one because it refers to something that you were claiming that you'd been saying.
Well, okay, let me ask you a question though. If I do it good enough, is it impossible for him to win? Because that's less exciting. You could give him you can give me the one that you want to give me, but you can give him his first because I don't know what your scoring is. Because if I get enough right and I auto win, that's lame.
If you get them all right, you'll get 5 points. If you get half of them right, you get 3 points.
So we're going full Family Feud where only the last round matters here, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, here's the thing: you're not going to get all of them right.
No, absolutely not.
If you get all of them right, then yeah, Sly will not be in the running, but you're not going to get them all right.
No.
So we may as well do you first.
Okay. Phrasing. Okay.
So I'm going to name you some NPCs, and I want you to tell me what their ages are.
Okay. I keep on. This is really hard.
Now I will clarify this. If you get it within,
I will get about 6 or 7 right. I can tell you right now.
If you get it within a couple of years, I'll absolutely give it to you. All right. Okay.
We'll see.
Okay. All right. So first one is going to be Einzar Slythefox, aka Mistbeard.
AKA Mistbeard. 40.
All right. Second is Rhea O'Senna.
That's we just had this discussion. 18.
Next one is going to be Pippin Tarupin.
Pippin Tarupin is 26.
Next one is Godbert.
Bert.
55.
Next is Estinian.
Estinian is... Oh, God. He straight up tells us this, too. And I remember when.
He does, yeah.
Yeah. He's 28.
Next is Daddy Balesar.
Oh, Gaius. When you called him Daddy Balesar, I was like, who?
That's his name.
That's his name. 48.
Urianger.
Urianger, 42.
Biggs.
He is 30.
Ilbert
is... I'll go back to 42. Lucky number 42.
All right. And finally, last one, Rambrose.
Can you remind me who Rambrose is?
Rambrose is the leader of St. Coinix Find.
Oh, as part of as Noah. Okay, yeah, he's 50. By the way, there's none of those characters the characters I studied, so I've literally ballparked every single one of them.
Well, you got Rambrose exactly right. Rambrose is exactly 50. Cool. So Einzar, you said 40. He's 58.
Wow, he's way older than he looks.
Yeah. Rhea O'Senna, she's 21. I gave you that one. You said 18. I think that's close enough.
18, 21, it's like the same depending on where you are.
Yeah, she's legal.
I knew it couldn't be older than 28. That's what I knew. So
Godbert, you said 55. He's 56.
Wow.
Estinian, you said 28. I didn't give it to you. He's 32.
Yeah, that's too far off.
Gaius, you said 40. Gaius is 57.
Wow, he's really
Good
old.
Lord.
Yeah.
I mean, I've never seen his face, so that was a complete ballpark there.
Yeah, for sure. Urianger, you said 40-something. He's 29.
Wow, he is...
Yeah.
Damn.
He's got to start drinking tea or something. That guy looks way too old.
He's babby. That's just Ellison, I guess. Biggs, you said 30. I didn't give that to you either. Biggs is only 25.
I was gonna guess 28, but that doesn't count.
Yeah, Ilbert, you said 42. He's 44, so I gave you that. And Rambrose is 50. So you got exactly 5. You got half right. That's 3 points. Congratulations.
Wait, half is 3 points? So wouldn't half be 2.5 points? Because if I get 3 points, oh no, yeah, because then I'm exactly 5 points ahead of him.
Mm-hmm.
But then if you get them all right, then it's
great. Hooray!
I thought you wanted to keep it interesting because it was.
No, it's not even going to be interesting. No,
this is very interesting. This is
no, it's not. No, it's not. It's not going to fucking happen.
You have to get all these right.
All of them right. Yeah.
How well do you know the 12? Reasonably well. Reasonably well. Look, I'm gonna start with an example of this for you. So
okay.
The question is, in the deck of 60, we've got our draw of 6 cards, the Astrologian's main 6 cards, which is those 6 face cards: the Spire, the Balance, the Ewer, the Arrow, the Sword.
Okay.
Okay. Now, when you draw one of those face up, it represents one god. If you draw it inverted, so upside down, it represents another god. And out of those 6 cards, we get either an upright or an inverted draw, each representing the 12. So I'm going to start with an example for you. So the spire being the depiction of Bargot's tower. If you draw it upright, it represents Bargot, right? If you draw it inverted, it represents Ralga, since Ralga is the one that's casting 11 bolts at the tower, which are sort of circumstantially powering the tower, right?
Go on.
You with me? So that's your example. So I'm going to name you a card, and I'm going to tell you whether it's inverted or not, and you're going to tell me which of the 12 that it represents.
Give me 1 second before you start answering that. I need to log into the game.
Yeah. So you see this?
Mm-hmm. No, come on, give it a go. It's not as hard as it sounds. So
yes, it is.
Well, okay, look. Each of the cards, right? Each of these cards is depicting a certain element, right? The 12 are each associated with a certain element, right? And each of the 12 are either astral or umbrally aligned, right? So if they're upright, they're astral. If they're inverted, they're umbral. So all you need to know is which cards is which elements. And from that, you need to know which of the 12 is astral and umbral related to that element. You got me?
It doesn't sound that bad, to be honest.
Let's give it a try. It's not that bad.
I haven't done astro yet.
Listen, you get a 50-50 choice, and I had to guess ages, all right? So I don't want to hear no bullshit.
That's true.
It just so happens that I specifically looked at ages of characters before it came in, so I had some semblance of an idea. Which is really weird to do.
All right, okay. We'll start with, we'll start with the ewer. We'll start with the ewer.
Okay.
Picture the ewer in your mind and what's going on there. Okay? So if I have the ewer in the astral position, so it's just, I've drawn it normally, which god would that be?
The ewer.
Mm-hmm.
Mind you, I've seen these cards maybe every now and then because I don't pay attention.
I hope you get there. What is the ewer? What is the ewer, literally?
You're not gonna get this right. Thank you, chat.
What is the ewer, like literally? What is it? What is it?
What does it do?
Mm-hmm. What does it depict?
If I remember, what is it depicting?
Mm-hmm. What is a ewer?
I remember what the ewer does. It's reduced MP cost. I remember that.
No, it regenerates. It used to be reduced MP cost. Now it just gives you
regenerates MP. Do you remember the what the symbol for it is?
I can tell you if you'd like.
A little buff because it's
please.
It's like a tipping ewer.
There you go.
A little tipping. A little tipping urn with something coming out of it that might be of a certain element.
Water.
Okay. So astral.
Did you just give him the answer?
No,
I'm asking him what would the astral draw of the ewer, who would that represent?
Who represents water?
I don't know, maybe there's
Am I misunderstanding that there's only 2 answers here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. pretty much.
It's not who. It's literally, is it astral or is it umbral, right?
No, it's
Oh,
who.
it's who?
Who?
Oh, who? That's not two answers.
Well, it is, because you should know the elements of the 12. There might even be like a river named after him for some reason.
Nemea?
All right. And inverted. So umbral.
Jesus fucking Christ. I just threw in the towel, dude.
And he's trying to teach them fancy things about lore.
Yes.
Leather working.
And this is another one of the 12? Or
yeah,
were?
the other water one.
Fuck me. Thaliac?
Okay. All right, that's good. All right, next we're gonna do the balance.
Oh
All right, and you should know all about the balance.
yeah, that's what I begged
Alright.
for.
So the balance in the now the balance. Think of it. The balance's symbol is a sun, right? It's like a sunburst kind of thing, right?
Right. So it'd be
In the astral position. Yeah, in the astral position, what is it going to be?
in the astral position.
Mm-hmm.
And what are you asking for again? The god or the
Yeah,
12?
the name of the god. The name of the god.
Fire was damn it. Fire was Nullfall, right?
Yeah, but is that astral or umbral? That's the question.
Damn you guys.
I don't know. I felt like this was reasonable.
Fuck you.
I thought so.
No! How the fuck is this reasonable?
You know what's reasonable about it? Is
How?
that he has asked us this question in like 6 different ways, and we still don't know the answer.
It's true.
No!
And look, this is based on deduction rather than like blind guessing, which the Ages kind of is.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go with Nullfall.
You're gonna go with Nullfall?
And then the opposite. The opposite would be the opposite was the other fire, I think. Crawford was lightning, so it can't be wrong.
No.
Nafka's Earth. Just Azima.
All right. Okay. Next one is the arrow.
Right.
All right. So what element do you think the arrow might be? Have a think of that first.
Wind, more than
All
likely.
right. So what would the astral draw of the arrow represent?
Astral. Draw the arrow. What was the name that started with an L?
Name that starts with L.
It's a good start.
It's a good start. I mean, that's right. It is a name that starts with L.
Do you want to give him the fucking name if he's at least
Because
on
I don't
track?
know the 12!
And that's what I mean by he's given us so many questions about the 12, and both of us have still not committed all 12 of their names.
I'm giving you this one because like it's obviously on the tip of your tongue there. So the astral drawer of the arrow is Limlayan. So what is the inverted umbral draw? Just draw a circle.
Oh, fuck! Reverse my previous answers.
What?
Reverse my previous answers.
The last 2 answers.
Reverse
you
your
want to
previous
switch.
answers? All
Yes.
right. Okay, fine. I can do
reverse
that.
Considering the difficulty that
Yep.
I'm getting to enjoy right here, I will allow it.
I'll give you. Oh, I'm glad you allow it, Mike. Thank you.
Well, I'm the competitor. I should want a fair competition.
All right, I reverse those for you. Okay.
Okay, yeah. So Astral Umbo for the past 2, yeah, do that. Who's winning? Can't be winning.
All right, we'll come back to inverted arrow. We'll come back to that. All right, we're gonna do the spear now. Spear, upright, astral spear draw. Who is it?
Spear, the element.
Well, I want you to tell me the god.
He's an astral upright.
Yeah, astral spear.
I'm gonna say the element is ice.
Mm-hmm.
That's one of the ones we haven't done yet.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever I think spear, I think Halone.
You think who?
Halone.
Yeah. Okay. So you think Alone is the astral spear? All right. Who would the inverted card represent then?
The oh yeah. Vergot's Earth. Envy.
All right. Moving on.
Yeah.
The last one, we'll come back to the inverted arrow. We're going to do bowl. The bowl. I draw a bowl card upright.
The bowl. Bowl. Bowl, I'm going to say, is Earth. So. Upright astral.
Mm-hmm.
Nafika.
All right. And what about if I draw it inverted?
Baltic.
All right. So now we're just going to go back to the last one. The last one being an inverted arrow.
So we haven't done Ralker, we haven't done Vergot. Yes. Last one.
Yeah, there's one of the 12 that you haven't guessed yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, lightning rounds.
Yeah, this is a hell of a lightning.
Lightning.
Come on, you got it, dude. You're right there.
So let's see. Austin.
All right. That's all. How do you think you did?
Shitty.
You think you did shitty? So there were 10 points in total. I got you to guess 5 cards. I gave you the 6 as an example. 5 cards. We did Astral and then the inverted Umbral. So it was a possible 10 points. What do you think you got? Say it into your mic.
I'll be surprised if I got 4.
You'll be surprised if you got 4.
I got at least 8.
I got news for you, dude. You got 10.
Really? He got all of them?
You got all of them.
Nice.
When you told me to go back and invert them, that was the smartest thing you ever did because you got
nice.
all of them.
All 10 of them. You did it.
Dude.
Why'd you doubt yourself?
He's in shock.
So, but now here's the part where I give myself the 0.3. I win.
Dude, even if you give yourself the 0.3, he's still got you.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah. He gets 5 points there, so he's on.
Yeah, and you gave me 3.
3, 4, 5.
You gave me 3 when I was 2 ahead of him.
So hang on, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.5, and Sly's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.5. So you can give yourself 0.3. That puts you.
That doesn't make any sense though, because I was 2 points ahead of him. You gave me 3, and then he was 5 points.
No, I don't think you were 2 points ahead of him. You were 1 point ahead of him.
No, it was 2 points because I got the full point, and then I got another one, and then he didn't get.
Look,
after.
I'm just saying. Sly fucking nailed that so hard. Holy shit! About halfway through that, I was feeling like I was being really cruel, and then look
at his face.
I think we broke him.
Maybe.
I don't think he's ever had to work so hard for anything in his life. Sly, would you like to say a few words?
I need beer.
Well, does it feel like a bit of a Pyrrhic victory?
I still don't eat. Fucking no, I don't believe this. No.
Yeah, you got them all right.
Got them all right.
Got them all right. You got 10 out of 10. The balance upright is Astral Fire, which is Azima. Azima holds equilibrium over the heaven that was created by Naldthal being the Umbral Fire. And you've got the Ewer. You've got the water being tipped out of the Ewer by Thaliarch, which reflects the thread of fate and time spun by Numea, who is the Umbral. We've got the arrow. We've got Limlayan, and then Oshin is inverted. It was Oshin.
Well, you gave Limlayan to me because I couldn't remember the fucking.
But
name.
I told him he could because literally there's only 12 fucking answers. It's not like
right there.
In my opinion, this isn't a question where you need to know all. Like, there's only 12 answers. It's not like you're gonna guess fucking Limpsa Lominsa as an answer.
Yeah. So Oshin the Wanderer led Limlayan to the top of this beautiful mountain where Limlayan made her heaven. Halone, obviously, we've got the spear. Inverted is the Umbral Moosman.
And the only reason why I guessed Halone because she's holding a fucking spear.
Exactly.
Yeah,
it's that fucking basic. And the bowl, of course, is the world tree. The world tree being planted by Nofikar, the astral earth, and being tended to by Althik, who's the Umbral earth.
Can you repeat the questions that we got right, each of us? Because I thought I was 2 points ahead, and then you gave me 3. Not 1 point ahead. And 3.
I didn't. I've just got some tally.
Questions.
Yeah, I just got a tally here. I haven't specified which questions, but we can go back over them. So the engagement ring. I don't think either of you got that.
No, Sly gets the puddle.
Melwib's father. Neither of you got that.
No, but neither of us got the first 4 right.
Neither of you got Kani. Sasimo. I think
Sly got half a point.
Sly got half a point for that. Yeah, that's right. The Dead Garlanes, you got a point for that. Corpse Brigade.
Oh, no, that was 1-1. We didn't get half points yet. I got Corpse
You
Brigade.
you gave me full credit for Sasimo.
Yeah, you gave him full credit for Sasimo. And then I got the Corpse Brigade.
No, you got the Palace of the Dead.
No, I got Corpse Brigade too.
You got Corpse Brigade.
Did I give you? I think I gave you half a point.
No,
for
you gave me a full point for Corpse Brigade.
Okay.
Okay, keep repeating them because I only got 1 half a point. I'll tell you which one I got the half a point.
St. Koinek. Neither of you got that, I don't think.
No, you didn't give me that one.
No, neither of you got that.
No.
Glacial Bolus, Sly got that.
I got that, yeah.
House of Fort Tom, I don't think either of you got that.
No, that's the one I said I'd give myself a free point for. I'm just repeating the situations for each of them.
Right. Okay, neither of you got the first Archon.
No.
I gave you half a point for Beta on 10 Fingers. So there's your half point there.
There's the half point.
The Gentle Dead Man, neither of you got.
No.
Armies Payon. Did I give Sly half a point for that?
No, you didn't.
No,
because you didn't say Wood Whalers. So
I'm pretty sure I put that one to the chat, didn't I?
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one that Sly earned half a point on.
And I gave him half a point on that.
Yeah.
How a dragon would naturally develop into a phallic. You got that one, Mike.
Yeah.
You also got the gargoyle, and no one got the Avis.
Okay, and what's the count?
I don't know. Were you not counting that?
No!
My count for that, right, was you got 3.5 and Sly got 2.5. That was my count.
Corpse Brigade, Gargoyle. What was the other one? It was Corpse Brigade, Gargoyle, and then it was 0.5 for 10 fingers. And then what was the one before Gargoyle? The Palace of the Dead.
Yes, yeah, that's right.
And what am I missing? I feel like I'm missing one.
No, you're not. And you gave yourself the 0.3, so that's 3.8.
Oh, and the dragon.
The Phalak?
Yeah, the Phalak.
Yeah, he got the Phalak.
That's 4.5.
All right, fine, 4.5.
It's like a 3.5.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought
and then he got the 5.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I was confused. I thought he only got 2.5.
Yeah. So that's how that. Look, Sly won. No need to be salty about it.
No, I was legit confused because I guess I miscounted. I thought I was 2 points ahead.
Sly did fucking work for that, dude.
Yeah,
Holy
that was tough. That was tough.
The one thing that made me change my mind. I remember your video about Astral and Umbral and seeing the 2 circles.
Right, and you just started picturing the circles, did you?
Yeah, I was like,
that's why you're doing this one.
Like, I'm trying to figure out which was Umbral and which was Astral. And...
Well, you got it, dude. You fucking
got
it. That's Eorzivia, everyone. That is Eorzivia. What number is that? Like 6, 7?
I don't know.
I wonder what like the leaderboard like.
Well, Sly's won almost all of them. I've only won.
I think Sly's won more overall.
No, he has because I haven't had it since.
Even though he's been carried 30. A couple of times.
Only twice. Yeah,
only twice. How do you feel about getting to keep the Subligar, Sly?
Still need a beer.
Dude, you need to go have a lie down or something. I don't know how you think you're going to stream after this.
Yeah, you're going to have to rub one out before stream.
Broke it.
You're going to really need it.
Oh, my God. All right, I think that's it. I think that's the show. Have we got any news or anything we need to talk about?
Nothing yet because we still don't have any live letter announcements. I'm beginning to feel like we may not see one until the Japanese Fan Festival, which is December 24th and 25th. I mean, there's no new items available, Far Eastern stuff. The Ceased Season 3. Not the Feast Season 3, the Ceased Season 3. What was the... I feel like I am missing something. I don't know. I got my... I got my Lonely Explorer a title. That's all that matters.
God damn it, Sly. Lonely Explorer is for soloing 1 to 100, right?
Yeah, but it's bugged right now. You need to actually solo up to at least 101 and then die at some point after 100. So if you solo 1 to 100 and it won't count, you need to get.
So you have to die before it'll. Oh, okay.
Yeah, but the problem is if you die before getting the 100 and then you solo it, it gets fucked.
Right. Well, that's kind of bullshit.
Yeah, and it's kind of annoying.
That's so funny.
It's pretty dumb, I gotta admit. But I got mine because I made it to 111 and died because I was like, I got this, and then I got crit 3 times. I was like, never mind. Goodbye. Goodbye, Sly life. Yeah.
Have you got any news for us?
Sliding news.
In regards to
other than that, you need a beer.
Other than FF.
Yeah, sure. Any news?
Yes. For all you into the Banner Saga, I will be doing a live playthrough and Q&A with the devs on November 18th at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you have any questions about the Banner Saga lore, anything, tweet using the hashtag Banner Saga, and we will get your question submitted.
Dude, that's awesome. The Banner Saga is fucking beautiful.
Yes, it is. Tweet hashtag Banner Saga. That's
not D. There's no D in there. You know, we'll probably
hashtag Banner Saga. Don't tweet at Sly. Don't tweet at Banner Saga. Tweet hashtag Banner Saga. Am I right on that? Hashtag.
Yes.
I'm making sure because then I don't want to be blamed for the one who fucks it up. So, here we go. We're doing a live Q&A stream with at Slythefox on November 18th, and we're taking questions now. Ask away hashtag Banner Saga.
Yeah, that's pretty exciting, dude.
There you go.
Open up a browser now. Hold on one second.
Damn, I can't believe I miscounted the whole. That's when I said make it interesting. When I said like if you give me, that's why I said don't you want to give me 2.5, because I was like I miscounted. That's why I said that.
Within one. Yeah. No, you were within 1 point.
Okay.
Yeah, someone was saying in the chat, and we probably should word that out, how to do like a tally on screen.
I'm just gonna. Yeah, I mean I can.
That would be hard.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
I just run 2 tally CLR browsers, and I just have one is Z, one is X. I press Z when I get a point. I press X when he gets a point.
Yeah.
That takes like 2 seconds to do. I have death counters from like Dark Souls that I could do that
It
with.
takes 2 seconds to do. Why haven't you fucking done it?
Because no one's asked. Because I rely on you to do it to make sure it's a fair
rely
game.
on me?
You're the host. What do you think
You want me to do like the Twitch OBS stuff?
What do you? No, I want you to be like, hey, so he's got 1 point. And then fucking.
Well, I was counting the points.
But then when we went over the questions again, you were just like, never mind.
I just didn't know who got what right. I was just tallying, like I say. Anyway.
All right. Well, awesome. on that note, though, we are going to wrap up State of the Realm for this week. Thank you, everyone, for joining us as Sly now goes and drinks.
You've got to be shitting me.
What?
Use your words.
Yeah.
Sly, hello?
Oh, he looked up he looked up the cards just now, probably.
Yeah.
Like he believes he got it right.
Well, you didn't believe that you got it right. No, dude.
No!
What, you think no one's just like giving it to you?
It's like, I feel bad for him.
Oh my god, fucking hell. All right, well, look, thanks for watching, everybody. Sly, where can the people find you?
Yeah, Twitch.tv. Slyakagreyfox. Twitter, Slythefox. Facebook at Slyakagreyfox. Hot 14 War 5. Behemoth.
What do you got there? What do you got at Plot 14 Ward 5?
FC.
FC? No beer. You drank all the beer. Had all the wings. Shit.
I need beer. I really fucking.
I'm gonna go get wings. I'm gonna go heat up wings when we're done. So that's fair.
Look, if it wasn't midday, I'd be feeling the same way, Sly. Holy shit.
I mean, you mean you're feeling that way because it is midday?
Yeah, that's true. It's 4 o'clock midday.
There you go.
Is it my turn?
Yeah.
Yeah, where can they find you?
So, holy shit, guys. Yeah, does Ethys strum? Ethys strums, dude. I've done 2 streams now, and it's been great. It's been a lot of fun. I have so much respect for these 2 fucking guys because, like, it's exhausting. You 2 make it look so easy. I was always thinking that, like, it was going to be easier than the YouTube stuff, and it's totally not. But anyway, you can find me on twitch.tv/EthysAsher. I'm currently doing Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday nights, just easing my way into it. And that is, I believe, midnight PST, 3 a.m. EST, 8 a.m. GMT, and 7 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. That's Sydney time. So come and drop in if you're ever, up in the wee small hours and want some company. Otherwise, youtube.com/EthysAsher is where you can find all my lore videos. And you can and should and will follow me on Twitter at Ethys FFXIV. Thanks, everyone.
That was good. How was the stream last night in particular? Because that was tonight. Because you did a test stream, and then last night was your inaugural.
Yeah, last night was like the proper inaugural one. It was awesome. There were a lot of people there. We did a bunch of giveaways. Everyone was really, really, really supportive. It was like a little bit overwhelming, and I reckon like in the last hour or so, like I was crashing really hard. Like 5 hours is a long, long, long time to be talking. It's going to be something that's going to take me like a couple of weeks to sort of build up the stamina for those long streams, but I'm so hungry for it now. I'm so excited. It feels great. I'm not going to be letting the YouTube drop. Don't anyone worry about that. We'll be keeping up content on that. But like I say, 3 times a week streaming at the moment. We'll pick it up in a couple of weeks, hopefully.
Don't get addicted. Don't fall in love with the cocoa and now Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and then next Tuesday burnt out.
It might happen.
Right, I know. That's why
I'm trying. I'm not going to let myself burn out. That's why I'm keeping it to 3 a week at the moment.
All right.
Anyway.
And I'm the other guy, Mr. Happy, who can't count. That's the best way I can think to describe it right now. It was really confusing for me. Mr. Happy 1227, pretty much everywhere. Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, Facebook. I'm working on some new projects, streaming from my phone. is a new one that I'm going to be working on. I'm actually going to try to resolve that tonight so that people can hear the audio, because I'm tired of shitty Android emulators not actually working for the games I want to stream. So we had to create a solution, and I did by downloading a program for $4.99. It works great.
Yay.
Lets me do it through USB, so I don't have to root my phone because I don't want to. Woohoo! All right. On that note, everybody, we're gonna wrap things up and move over into a short post show because I am hungry as knobs. So everybody, thank you for joining us for Eorzivia. Make sure Slyh doesn't take off his subligar, and we will see you next week with, I don't know, I guess. Oh, next week we have special guests, if I'm not mistaken. What are you doing, Slyh?
Ooh.
Yes, we do.
We have special guests next week. Slyh, do you know who those special guests are?
No, Happy, I have no clue. Who are they?
No, no, I want you to tell them.
No, you tell them.
No, I don't. I want you to tell. That's what the handoff is right there.
No, you tell them.
Look, one of you tell me, because like I'm sitting over here quivering and
If everything goes according to plan, we will have. I don't have the exact count right here. We'll have some LBR members joining us next week.
Sorry.
Yeah. Oh, that's gonna be noisy.
It was the last time we had them on.
And I loved every minute of it.
Yeah, I just want to ask Nika about Paladin if she's going to be on the show this time. That was harsh. It's like, so Nika, why don't you tell us about Paladin? I'm so glad. All right, so let's talk about Dark Knight now. That was that pretty much described the last time that they were on. So yeah, well,
Poor Haps couldn't get a word in. It was kind of hard for him.
Oh, that's what happens when you have a Nero there. That's going to be a hell of a show.
Oh yeah.
All right. So anyway, we will see you next week for that show. We'll have more details about that throughout the week. Thank you everyone for joining us. We'll see you next time. Until then, take care.
Bye.
See you next week.